everybody, and welcome back to Two Mates and a Mic. Yes, we're back again, and we're here for a very, very special episode this week. We had a brilliant episode last week in person. Me and Toby were together.
Yes.
The sound quality is probably a lot better because we've got our microphones back.
They're back.
How are you doing, mate? You good?
Yeah, really good. Yeah. Had a really good week, really nice week. Obviously came to see you in your Animal Guys show this week, which was great.
Yeah, it was a proud moment for me to have you in the audience. I was like, there's my man. There's my man.
It was nice. It was nice to see. It was nice to watch. Obviously, I've seen the show before, but I've not seen you doing it and fronting it, which was really nice to see. So, yeah, I've had a really nice week. What about you?
Yeah, it's been lovely, mate. Big news today for the podcast is bought my wedding suits today.
Oh.
So the suits are ordered, they're in, and so obviously Toby is one of my groomsmen, which is very exciting. So I've got a suit for you, got a suit for Tom, suit for Will, suit for Ollie.
Love that.
And it's I put it on again today, mate, and it looks mint. It looks so good.
Nice.
It looks
good.
So
glad,
good.
glad you're happy with it, because that's the main thing. Is like you've got to be happy and confident in what you're wearing for the day. Otherwise,
it's that scary thing of like the more that you do this stuff, the more you're like, oh my actually word, like it's not far away now at all. Like,
no,
especially
not
for
at
you.
all.
You're before me, mate.
Oh no, definitely. Like we've got this thing here that it counts down the days till our wedding, and I can remember distinctly. It was like there was a point when it was like in the 400, 500 days, and we were like, and now we're like 150.
Wow.
And yeah, that may seem like 150 days is a lot, but when you put that into months and whatever, it's not far away at all.
Mate. It's nothing, and it's like
nothing at all.
It's trying on like wedding rings and doing all this stuff, and we did all that today as well. And it's exciting, mate. But yeah, the suits look mint. So yeah, I've had a lovely week. Obviously back to work again with the Animal Guys hosting, which is really, really good. Nice opportunity that I've been given, and yeah, been a beautiful week. I can't lie. It's been a nice week. I've got the drive to Skegness tomorrow, so I'll be listening back to this podcast before I edit it, just listening to how it's going.
Listening back, making sure it's all good for you all.
And my FPL has started very well. I mean, by the time we edit this podcast, it might be an awful thing. FPL, for anyone that doesn't know, fantasy football, which is takes over my life, mate.
Honestly, it does. Every week I sit there and I'm like, right, who do I need in? And you could never think that organising a fake team of like, because you have keeper and 4 subs, so 15 players would take over so much of your life. But for those that don't know, we have this FPL going. Like David has his own league going, and then we have another league going for my stag do.
Yes.
And we've said, haven't we? We've said, whoever's bottom of the league at the time of the stag do will have a forfeit.
It's you in danger.
I was flying.
Mate. You're in danger.
I'm in danger. I'm seriously in danger. I need something to happen in order for me not to do this forfeit, whatever it may be. But I was comfortable halfway through, and then something happened where it's just all gone to pot. But
yeah, there was at the start of the season, I was looking at you and I was like, Toby's flying, like you were miles clear.
Yeah.
And yeah, FPL, I'm usually terrible at it. I really am bad at it usually. And usually at this point in the season, I always give up and go, oh, just whatever happens.
Yeah.
This deadline, don't really care. But I'm top of every league. I'm not to blow my own trumpet, but I'm top of every league I'm currently in.
You are flying as well. Like you're not just top; you're like top by like 100 points.
It's crazy. I don't know how it's happened this year, mate. I don't like last night. I missed the deadline last night because I forgot there were midweek games, and thankfully Pickford and Tarkovsky have put me in good position at the moment. Everton. Shout out to Dan on the podcast, Dan.
Yeah.
One of Toby's
shout out to
he's
Dan.
an Everton fan. When I first met him, he was having a go about Tino Barry, and I can imagine that he's back in
eating his
again
own
now.
words. Yeah.
It was that thing. Shouting out Dan, actually. It was obviously I met him when we went to try your suits on for your wedding.
Yes,
just because we decided to get married at the same year. Stupidly, I know we never mentioned it before, but
no, never said.
But I met him and he was a nice bloke, lovely guy. And then I was watching this video of the fan thing. It was like find the fake fan. It was Everton and Liverpool, but you had to find the Liverpool fans in the Everton group. So there was like fake fans.
Yeah.
And I was watching it. I was like, this guy looks like Dan. And then I remember him saying he was an Everton fan. I messaged you and I was like, is Dan on this fake fan? And you were like, that is the man himself.
That is. You were like, oh my God, that's so cool. But yeah, like I remember when that first came out and Dan messaged me and he was like, watch this. And I watched it and it is really funny. And I think the funniest thing about that is obviously I know Dan's an Everton fan.
Yeah.
So I know that he is not a fake fan.
Mm-hmm.
So
he didn't win though.
Watching it. No, he lost. He got eliminated quite early on. And I was just like, knowing he's an Everton fan and knowing that there's a Liverpool fan in amongst them that is out Evertoning Dan, I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
If you want to go back and watch it, it's a great episode, so I won't reveal what happened. Anyway, speaking of watching things, we're doing something very special on this podcast this week. Because we want you to know who we are and know more about us as people. So I put it to Toby this week, and Toby was up for it. To do our favourite films and talk about our favourite movies of all time. Now, what me and Toby have done, I did challenge Toby to this literally, like, the format of it literally about an hour ago. So Toby's scrambled together an order. We're going to do our top 10 movies. I'm not going to lie to you. I started off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, easy. And then I got to the bottom half of the 10. And I went, hang on, what are my favourite films after that? And then you write all the list of films that you like and you go, yeah, but I wouldn't say that's... I found that part really hard.
Yeah.
Filling out the 10.
No, definitely. What I did is the way I went with this is I wrote out all films that I would say are my favourites. So I wrote them all out and then I ordered them from there. So I was like, right, write 10 films that I really like. And then I went, right, do I like that one more than that one? Or where would that one go in an order? So that's the way I did it. And going through that process, there was also films that I was like, actually, no, I prefer another film over that one. So there's about 3 lists that have been scribbled out in my book currently right here.
It's hard as well because I've got such a diverse... Toby's just had a Cineworld card. I've had a Cineworld card for years now.
Yeah.
And I love movies. I could sit and watch Hazel always calls it my beige thing because she's like, you put when people like sitting around just, they've got 20 minutes, I'll put a film on. She goes, you can't just put a film on for 20 minutes. I'm like, why?
No.
She's like, no, you have to put a series on. Films are for when you want to sit down and actually watch the film. Like, I'll happily watch 20 minutes of Madagascar and get on with my day.
I think the thing is with me and films is and it's with anything, I think, if it doesn't capture me within the first 10, 15 minutes of what's going on, then I'm out. Like, if something interesting hasn't happened that makes me want to stick around and watch what's going on in the first 15 minutes of the film, that's me checked out.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it's one of those where something has to happen or I have to go, oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
But for then me to go, right, I'll stick with it. Or I just stick with it and see what happens.
I think the easy watches, I'm very much if it's an easy watch back and I would enjoy watching it again, that's what tailors my favourite movies. Sometimes, like, you can watch an amazing blockbuster film and you go, wow, like, impressive, wow, great film. But if I wouldn't watch it again and again and again, I can't put it as one of my favourites. Do you know what I mean? So...
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got some in here that you would categorise as big blockbusters. But then I've got 2 or 3 in here that are like random films that get shown only at Christmas on like BBC and ITV. But sometimes they're the best ones.
I reckon you're going to throw up some ones that I'll sit there and go, I can't believe I haven't put that. I'll put some shout-outs, but I think we'll do that at the end of the 10 and then we can contextualise.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go through 10, both our number 10s, number 9s, number 8s, etc. from there. So, do you know what?
Also, before we start, if anyone is listening or watching this, put in the comments, if you're on YouTube, pop in the comments your favourite films.
Yes.
And let us know what your favourite films are. If you disagree with where we've put something, or you think that there's a film that should go in there that you think we might watch, or even a film that you think we might like if you're listening to our top 10s. Pop it in the comments.
I will watch it and I'll come back next week and I'll let you know if I like it.
Yes.
That could be
but
one
let's
thing.
get on with this list. Yeah, there we go.
Movies
so are you starting
mates.
or am I starting? Movies with mates. There's another one. We keep going. We keep rolling with these ideas.
We haven't even explained the next video. Anyway, let's start with number 10. I'll kick this off in number 10.
Cool.
Number 10 I've gone for is a Disney film. I'm a massive Disney fan. I love Disney. I've only got I've got 2 Disneys in my top 10. I love Disney. I just think they're easy watchable backs. But this film contains my favourite Disney character of all time. I genuinely believe this. It came out... Do you know, when you look back at when it came out, I'm like, sure, it wasn't that long ago, but it was. And I recently made him in Lego. I've gone for Cars at number 10.
Oh,
mate, Cars. Do you know what? It's just elite. When you watch it back, it's just elite. Lightning McQueen is just the coolest character in Disney. Like, there's no one cooler than Lightning McQueen. He's just like, and just the fact that this whole world about cars and like, do you know what it is as well? A lot of Disney films get outdated, and rightfully so, because of just different animation styles and stories and whatever. But you see so many kids walking around with Cars t-shirts and things like that. I think it's the first film you'd put on for your kids do you know what I mean? I think Cars is so good. That's my number 10.
Yeah, to be fair, it's a great shout. And you said at the start, like, they'll get to points where we name films and we're like, why is that not in my list? That is one that why is Cars not in my list? Like, Cars isn't there, but it's the thing. Cars is great because not only is it a great film, but I find great films have great soundtracks that accompany those films. Yeah. Like, Cars is one of those where it has a fantastic soundtrack. Life is a Highway is probably one of the best songs to come from a Disney Pixar film.
Oh, easily.
Like, it's timeless. Like, we use it in the classroom now when we're talking about like metaphors and similes and stuff. We go, "Oh, life is a highway," and then we just start singing "Life is a Highway."
It's just elite.
But it's what Cars is a great film, but it's not in my list, which is...
Go on, what's your 10?
No. So my 10, I've gone for something slightly different. This film stars Adam Sandler. It's an Adam Sandler film.
Sandler, gosh.
I've gone for Grown Ups.
Oh, Grown Ups is so good.
So the thing is with Grown Ups, I feel like Grown Ups is a really easy watch. Grown Ups is one of those where if you want a good laugh, like, Grown Ups is a great one to put on. It's funny. It's silly. Like, yeah, just great film.
Yeah.
There's not much to say, but it's not cracking anything above 10.
Adam Sandler is just so good.
Yeah.
He's just so good.
He is. And then, I can't remember his name. He does also the Mall Cop films.
Oh, he's the one that plays Wreck-It Ralph, isn't he? What's his name?
I want to say Kevin Paul.
It might be. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, but he's hilarious. So he plays like Paul Blart Mall Cop, and I think he does Wreck-It Ralph as well, but he's hilarious as well. Like, everyone in that film is really funny. And it's just, like, obviously it's them that they've grown up, and there's that whole storyline of how they're feeling as they've grown up, but also it's just, like, really silly.
No, I think
like, it's just really funny.
I mean, it's a great shout. Do you want to go on with 9? We'll do.
Yeah.
So whoever does it, the last one, we'll go on the next one.
Yeah. So I'll go on with my 9, and the only reason that this is low on the top 10,
I'll take it. Here we go.
Is because I couldn't justify really putting a Christmas film higher.
See, I haven't got any Christmas films in my 10, but I've shouted them
So
out.
the number 9 that I've gone for is The Muppets Christmas Carol.
We spoke about it in the episode 2. It's so good.
And I sat there when we mentioned that we were doing top 10 films. I was like, do I put it in my top 10? Is it one of those that I think I could watch that any time of year and I wouldn't care? The way we've spoken about, like I said, in episode 2, so I won't go on about it too much. If you do want to know more about it and what we think of it, go back and listen.
Good plug, Toby. Good plug.
And while you're there, go back to episode 1 and start again. You may as well. You're closer to episode 1 than you are to episode 4, so just go back and start again. You might as well.
I think that's a great.
So yeah, I think the way it's done, the relationship between Michael Caine and the rest of the characters, the music, the feel good, just the whole feeling of it, it's just amazing.
No, I agree.
So
I think that's a great shout.
Number 9, Muppets Christmas Carol.
I had a shout out. I didn't have Muppets in my top 10 in my shout outs, but I did put shout outs. My favourite Christmas film, I feel like it changes every year, but Polar Express, Elf and The Grinch are the 3 for me.
Yeah.
They're the 3.
See, Elf used to be my favourite Christmas film of, like, I used to love Elf every year, but I don't know, I just sort of, like, started to, not to go off it, because it's still a great film, but I just found myself watching it less and less at Christmas.
I think that I'm leaning more to the Grinch a bit more as well now.
Yeah.
I love The Grinch. I think it's so good.
It's so good. Right, what about your number 9?
Number 9, right. As a musical lover, I felt like I had to put a musical into my top 10. And a lot of what I've done with my my list as well is there's movies in there that I actually think aren't better than the movies I have left out and shouted out. Like, obviously, like, for example, I've got no Star Wars in my top 10. But Star Wars is definitely better than this movie. But its favourite and what it gave to me as a musical, it made me really fall in love with musicals. I've gone for Grease. I've gone for Grease because I remember years ago when I was getting into musical, well, when I was auditioning for, like, I did the Lion King, my first ever thing I did when I was like 12. And then I went to this theatre school and they were like, oh, it's musicals. And I was like, never really watched a musical ever. So my mum was like, well, why don't you put Grease on? Like, Lorna, my sister, she was like, Lorna loves Grease, so put Grease on and watch it. And I was like, okay. And obviously I knew about Grease Lightning because every party you go to, it's always on. But I listened and I watched it and I remember just going, that's what I want to do. Like, that, actually, do you know what? Musicals are cool. Like, and Danny Zuko is cool. Like, maybe not to the younger generation now, but when I was growing up, Danny Zuko was it. Like, he was cool. It. Yeah. He was so good. So, yeah, and like, because it elevated me, and then years down the line, at amateur level, I did end up playing Danny Zuko in Greece, believe it or not.
Nice.
So, so it was like when I got to that moment, I played Danny in Greece. I was like, it's full circle. Like, I feel like that was my childhood going, you've done it now. Go and make a career of what you're doing now. So Grease deserved its place in the top 10 for me. One that I didn't miss out, which was a musical, which could have got in there, was Greatest Showman, but I haven't put it in.
Oh, nice.
I'll leave it in case you...
Because they are bringing that... That is now a fully fledged, not West End show, but it's now a musical, isn't it?
It's so good.
So, yeah.
Rightfully so, I think that should have been in my top 10, but Grease Before the Story was for me.
Yeah.
Number 8. My number 8, we'll go into that, and then we'll do yours. You might not have heard of this film, because not many people have. And I'm going to admit it. Okay, I'm going on for this podcast. I love a rom-com. I do.
Oh.
I love a rom-com. I'm in. Like, any rom-com. The cheesier, the better. I love it. I just think they're so good. I'll happily watch rom-coms. It was one thing Hazel was like, you watch rom-coms, it's amazing. You're a dream. And I was like, thank you. I know. But I've gone for a film. A lot of people think, oh, Bridget Jones, whatever. I've gone for this film. It's called That Awkward Moment. Have you heard of it?
I've not, no.
Oh, mate, it's so good. It's got Miles Teller. It's got Zac Efron. Yeah. And it's got Michael B. Jordan. Is it Michael B. Jordan? Yeah, Michael B. Jordan. And it's basically the movie. These 3 lads, they live together, and they're sort of like dating other girls and things like that. But then they go, oh, actually, do you know what? one of the blokes in it was married and then
Yeah.
divorced, and then so they were like, "Oh, we're gonna stay single with you, man. We're gonna make you feel all right." And then basically
Yeah.
at that point, all three of them end up finding, partners that they really like, but they can't
Yeah.
because they've put like a pact together that they'll stay single, but they don't
Yeah.
know that they're seeing other people. And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
more like it goes down the line, the more like, yes, of course I love you, but I can't be with you. Yes, I will be. It's oh mate,
Yeah.
it's just it's comedy, it's funny, and it's one of those films you can't describe it sounding good, but if you watch it,
Yeah.
it's just again simple watch. I'll put it on and I'm happy to enjoy it. So that's my number
Yeah.
8.
Nice. My number 8. This is such a random one, and I, I say I don't know why it's on the list. I do know why it's on the list, but it's one of those that appears every year on ITV2. They
I
love
love
this
an
film.
ITV2 film.
An ITV2 film. It appears every year, at least multiple times on ITV2. It's Mr. Bean's Holiday.
Mr. Bean's Holiday. Oh yes.
So I've gone for Mr. Bean's Holiday. I just think Rowan Atkinson is a genius. That man, when the concept of a Mr. Bean film was probably put about, like, he doesn't say a lot of words. So the fact that he's going on holiday to France and meeting people who don't speak very good English, to a man who's not speaking it just works. And I don't know why. It just works. It's hilarious.
He's so good, Rowan Atkinson.
He's so good. And obviously the character arc that he's made with Mr. Bean, like, he is Mr. Bean.
Oh.
But because obviously there was the Mr. Bean movie, where he went to America, and the Mr. Bean's Holiday, and I was like, which one do I put in? But I was like, I've got to put Mr. Bean's Holiday, because there's bits of that, like when he's sat in the restaurant with the prawn in his mouth and he's moving it, and and then when he puts the oysters in the woman's bag, it's just so funny.
It just shows that you like some comedies as well. Do you know? I think the only exception to this is In-Betweeners, but I don't really like films where it's swearing every 24/7, because I think like it loses that impact of the comedy timing.
Exactly.
Even in my stand-up comedy, even like in stand-up comedy as well, when I watch it, I'm like, they're effing and jeffing every 5 minutes. I don't find that funny, and it just shows that actually like that film is just your belly laughing and there's no dialogue. It's just so good.
Exactly. And that's the thing, is like, if they put too much into a film, they're trying to pack it out to get the laughs. But this, I think they made it knowing whatever happens, it's going to be funny. Like when he sat on the train trying to make the kid laugh, and he puts the 2 pieces of paper on his eyes and one on his tongue, and he's just going there going, blah, 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 and then the kid slaps him. Honestly, hilarious, like comedy gold. And I just think it's like, Mr. Bean's just one of those British things that is like, it's so funny.
It's in.
And it's
British
like
comedy.
So that's why I was like, Mr. Bean's Holiday in there at number 8.
Go on, take it
Number
on.
7. Going to Disney.
Oh, here he goes.
So I'm going into Disney here, and we're going to go to a Disney princess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're going to go with Tangled.
Oh, mate. Oh, I didn't even consider it. Mate.
Obviously, they just announced a live action as well. They're going to make a live action version, which buzzing for. But with Tangled, I think that everything just works with it. You've got great songs. You've got, the story of Rapunzel, but done differently. It's not the sort of standard in a tower, she gets rescued. It's different. But it just works so well. It is such a good... And I'll always say this. So far, obviously, there's years of Disney to come and they might release more or whatever. So far, Tangled is my favourite Disney princess film.
Oh, it's better than Frozen.
So
easily better than Frozen. The thing is,
and
I've never understood why that didn't get the hype.
Overshadows it. Yeah, but I think it overshadows it so much, Frozen, because of the hype around like Let It Go and
Yeah.
things like that. But like, I Have a Dream and
I See the Light.
One I See the Light, When Will My Life Begin, are so much. In my opinion, are better
I
songs.
agree. I'm in.
But yet Tangled at number 7. That's what I've gone with.
That's a great shout. That's an incredibly good shout. I didn't even consider it, but you know what? Yeah, amazing.
Yeah,
7. I've gone for. Do you know what? I've gone with a Harry Potter because do you know what? It's
nice.
really tricky because I love Harry Potter, and I appreciate it. But I feel like it's one of those things that when you go to like a world of Harry Potter, like when you go to the
Yeah,
studios or when you go to, um, like when we went to Florida, we went to the Harry Potter world.
yeah,
Suddenly, you just suddenly remember how good the films are. It's the
yeah,
biggest film that I think actually doesn't get the appreciation it deserves in a weird way.
yeah,
And everyone sits there and goes, "That's nonsense." Everyone loves Harry Potter, and I agree. But
yeah,
I reckon if you went to most people and said, "What's your favourite film?" a lot of people wouldn't say Harry Potter. Would I don't think it would come straight to people's heads. But then when you go to these things, you go, "They were actually so elite."
yeah,
Um, and every film is great. Like, there's no bad film in Harry Potter.
yeah.
But I've gone for Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. That's my favourite film. Yeah.
Ooh,
I used to
ooh,
be a Goblet of
interesting.
Fire. I used to be a Goblet of
Yeah,
Fire, but I feel like the more I watch the films,
yeah,
I think Chamber of Secrets is better. I do. I
yeah.
think,
See,
yeah.
I was thinking of putting like you obviously mentioned Star Wars earlier,
Hmm.
and you're mentioning Harry Potter. I didn't put a Harry Potter or a Star Wars in my list because I couldn't think of a singular film in the franchise where I was like, that's the best one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Harry Potter, like I would say if I were to think about it really hard, probably Order of the Phoenix would be mine.
Wow. Okay.
Oh no, sorry, not Order of the Phoenix, Prisoner of Azkaban.
Oh, yeah. 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 Brilliant.
Azkaban would probably be mine.
Mm.
Um, but like I was gonna put in like a Star Wars but I sat back and I was like, I think for example like a Star Wars, the whole
Hmm.
franchise I like and not a singular film.
Yeah. I know.
And I think
Yeah.
it's the same with Harry Potter.
Hmm.
Like that's why it's not gone in my list because the franchise and world as a whole is what I like and not the singular film.
Hmm.
If that makes
No,
sense.
I actually agree with you. And like as I said, like Chamber of Secrets, Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, Deathly Hallows,
Yeah.
they're all so brilliant. But I felt like I
Really
had to
good.
single one, and I think like Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets would be number
Yeah.
7 for me. But again, so good. And if Becca is watching, she'll be fuming. I haven't put it in the top 5. She'll be fuming. But when she sees later on my list, she'll understand why. Number 6 for me. It's my final Disney in the list. I had 2 Disneys. And again, this one was. I'm the same age as this film. 30 years old. It's celebrating its 30th year. And we spoke about it on the podcast before because they're releasing the 5th movie of it coming out.
Nice.
Toy Story. It's
Toy Story.
it's just
Going for one?
number one. Number one. Do you
Number
know
one.
what? I think in terms of. Do you know what's really hard is again, I think 3 is the best film, but Toy Story means more to me, the original,
Yeah.
because
No.
growing up, like watching the film for the first time, and then as soon as you watch it, going, I want to get a Woody and a Buzz. Like nothing will beat
Yeah.
that feeling of like that watching that film and going, where's Woody? And I'm gonna go and buy a Woody and a Buzz, and then do you know what?
Yeah.
It was just like the characters in it. Everyone had a potato head. Everyone had a piggy bank. Everyone had a dinosaur. Everyone had like one of those dog things. And if you didn't have a stringy dog, everyone had a dog. And extra. The characters in it were just so accurate to what kids played
Yeah.
with, and like it was like that whole cowboy and that tech thing came in. It was just brilliant. Like it was so good, and
Yeah.
like Toy Story will always hold a place in my heart. And again, we've spoken about this before. I wasn't angry at 4, but I think if I
Yeah.
could go back and make a change, I'd be like, leave it at 3. 3 was perfect
Yeah.
ending, but and 5, who knows what it's going to be like. But Toy Story for me was it just means to me so much. So,
Yeah.
and yeah, I think by far my favorite Disney movie of all time. And there's
Nice.
so many, like as we said, Ratatouille never made it, and I love Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Finding Nemo, another one which is great, but Toy
Yeah.
Story for me is there.
Nice. And there's one that you've not mentioned, which is coming up on my list later.
Ooh, go on.
Yeah.
Number 6. Actually, do you know what?
So number 6 for
One of
me.
my favourites as well. Sorry to butt
Yeah.
in.
That's all
Ivor's
right.
got as well, but I didn't put it in. But actually, do you know what? I think it is my favourite Disney film, which doesn't make sense because I haven't put it in my top 10 ahead of 2 Disney
Yeah, yeah.
films. But Brother Bear,
Oh, Brother Bear is
elite.
elite. It's a good film.
Yeah.
Really
And like
good
to add
film.
on to that, like just and then I'll finally leave it over to you. Is I remember like when I worked for Disney, I remember speaking to someone who was who used to help with Disney movies and worked in the franchise. We used to get these guest speakers come onto the ship.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and she said when they made Brother Bear, they put so much into it and so much into it because they were like, this is going to be the next Lion King. This is going to be the next
Yeah.
Lion King. Like we expect this to. They put Phil Collins on the soundtrack. The movie
Yeah.
was beautiful. It had everything, emotion, humor,
Yeah.
and they were like, this is going to hit, and it didn't. And everyone,
Yeah.
if you speak to people, they go, do you like Brother Bear? Yeah, Brother Bear's a great film, but it
Yeah.
didn't make what they thought it was going to make. And yet 2 years
Mm-hmm.
after that, they made High School Musical, this silly little franchise film. They were like, let's just
Yeah.
put High School Musical out there. It's a bit of a laugh, and let's do that. Not a laugh, but like they didn't expect it to be
No,
anything
but
major. And
yeah.
that soared up, and they were like, that was at the period of those 3 years where we went, actually, films that we think are going to do well don't, and things that we don't
Yeah.
think are going to do well soar. Anyway, over to you.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, I completely agree. But number 6, I have gone. We're going to travel back in time for this one, but we're going to go back to the future.
Oh, Flinders will be happy. Flinders will be delighted.
Number 6, we're going to go back to the future. Now, this one for me was... I was thinking about it, and I was like, is this because, I've seen the show, I know the story, but I look back on it, and I remember, I watched it a lot when I was younger, because, my dad liked it and stuff like that, and I knew people who liked it, but I looked at it and gone, do you know what, it is a really good film. Like, you've got things like the DeLorean, there's travelling back in time.
Yeah.
It's just such a good film. And the franchise itself, the continuity in it is crazy. Because sometimes you get films that have no continuity.
Yeah.
And like you think, oh, but that happened in the last film, and where's that gone? But this, like through 1, 2, 3, just it's crazy.
The musical's gone down so well.
Yeah, it's honestly, I don't know whether you've seen it, but I saw it in previews in Manchester when it first came out when I was at uni.
Ooh.
And then I saw it in London. Honestly, so good.
Yeah.
Like I think when you do things like recreate musicals or do musicals of movies, you have to get the characterizations right, and especially with something like Back to the Future, where you've got your Doc Brown, who is so iconic as a character. Your George McFly, who's not a main role, but who's like a supporting character, but is so iconic in his mannerisms. But every actor that you see smashed it out the park. But I think Back to the Future, it's funny. It's, there's so much to it, and it's just, at my number 6.
Beautiful. And now we're into the top 5. This is where I'm going to get passionate now. This is where the passion kicks in.
Yes. Right. So, number 5, I'm going for a Disney Pixar film, the one that you didn't mention.
All right.
We are going for Incredibles.
Great film. Great film.
Incredibles. Now, those that don't know me, I love my superhero films. Like, we will find out later how much I love my superhero films. Hint, hint. But this one, I was like, this is a mix of the Disney Pixar of like your iconic things like that and your superheroes put together. Best of both worlds. The characters are great. Even the silliest of things, like the depth of the Syndrome was a guy who loved Mr.
Yeah,
Incredible, that
Incredible.
hated the depth of that, and the iconic lines like "Honey,
Yeah, it's
where's
so
my..."
good.
That will transcend time. Like, it will never not be funny. And so that is why Incredibles is at number 5.
That's such a good shout. So good. So good. And I agree with you. I think we're going to be coming across a few more superhero films in this top 5 because I'm a massive Marvel fan. And to be honest, I'm not going to lie. 3 of the top 5 of mine are Marvel. Not going to lie.
Two of mine are.
Number 5. Now, I'm going to be honest here. And I know what people say. And one of my mates, Will, gets very passionate about this. I agree. It's not the best Marvel film, and I think there's other Marvel films better than this. 100%. But in terms of cinematic experience, Avengers Endgame is one of the greatest movies of all time. For cinematic experience, being in that cinema at 2 o'clock in the morning and seeing Cap catch that hammer is just the great Mjolnir. If for all the Marvel fans that are going to go, call it its proper name.
Yeah.
Seeing him do that at 2 o'clock in the morning is one of the greatest things that will ever happen to me in life. It was just the cinema spectacle of going and going, how are they going to do this? What are they going to do? It's what? Nothing will beat, no film, into maybe Doomsday and Secret Wars, who knows? But
Yeah.
I don't think any film will ever beat that, and how excited we were going into that movie of going, we've waited a whole year to find out what's going to happen, and there's been no clues. Not like now where you see loads of leaks on Doomsday and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
See, I completely agree.
Mm-hmm.
Hence why Endgame is my number 2. So there are 2 films below it and 1 Marvel film above it.
Oh.
So yeah, I completely agree. The whole, when it finished, when Infinity War finished, and it was the blip or whatever they called it at the time, we had to wait a year to find out what was going to happen. And I think that impact alone was like, because I remember I was at uni when it was released.
So was I.
And I went to a midnight screening, and my mates were in, because I booked it very last minute, my mates were in the screen next door, and we all came out, and one of my mates was sobbing. Like, he was like, oh my gosh, that was so good. But to get a whole collective of people in one room, or cinema screens around the world, to watch this, I just think it was awesome.
It took over Avatar. It was the highest grossing movie of all time.
It was, yeah.
It was amazing. And like, again, it was that thing, those stories. Like, I literally remember I was at uni in middle of rehearsals, and Tom and Will, friends of the pod, hopefully in the future, were literally like, we've got to watch it together. We've got to watch it together. You've got to come home. So I remember like finishing rehearsals at like 6 in London, driving all the way home, getting the train all the way home to Horsham, staying up till midnight, watching the film, being so awake from how good it was, going to sleep that night, literally going to bed for 1 hour before I had to get up at 5 o'clock to get a train back to London for 9 o'clock rehearsals. Nothing will beat that, how serious I took that fit. It was so good. Amazing. But I agree. I think that's number 2 is a good shout. So I'll go with number 4 then.
Yeah.
Again, another Marvel film, but old school Marvel, and the OG Spider-Man, the OG, but not Spider-Man 1. Spider-Man 2 is one of the greatest films. Doc Ock is amazing villain. I remember. Do you remember in the supermarkets when you'd have those little screens by the DVD aisle?
Yeah.
And it would show like trailers of films that are coming out on DVD. Yeah. I'll never forget watching like that and be like, it's coming out on DVD soon!
Honestly, so excited. Honestly, I think that's where like the Toby Maguire franchise of Spider-Man really set up everything going forward. I think like it really properly built the hype of Spider-Man.
Easily.
And the casting of Alfred Molina as Doc Ock was the single best piece of casting that they could ever do. Like he was on, I think he was on Broadway at the same time.
He was on
So
Broadway.
he was doing two things, and it was crazy. But honestly, that is a great pick. That's not even. I did think about Spider-Man dropping in the Tobey Maguire ones, but I was like, no, I might drop another Spider-Man in there later on.
That Spider-Man 2 for me in terms of, and Spider-Man's my favourite superhero.
Yeah.
And the whole story of like Stan Lee creating Spider-Man, it just led to that. And him being, like everyone says, who's the face of the MCU? The face of Marvel, in my opinion, isn't actually Tony Stark. It's Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, because he was, as you said, those were the films that were successful before the MCU became a thing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
See, I'll drop on this a bit more later, but I'm going to drop it in now to give you time to process what I'm about to say, folks. In my opinion, Tobey Maguire gave the best representation of Peter Parker out of the three.
Agree.
Andrew Garfield gave the best representation of Spider-Man as the superhero.
Agree.
But in my opinion, for me, I think Tom Holland is the best all-rounder.
I agree. I do agree. I agree with everything you've just said.
I think definitely, like, because I think Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker was too cool. Like, he was too, like, I'm a cool guy, I'm, whatever. I think, yes, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was good, but I feel like Andrew Garfield, as we've seen recently, like, he's massive, like, massive now. But I just think Tom Holland, with what he's done before and his sort of thought, background, he is the best all-round Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
Do you know what?
That's what
I actually agree with everything you've just said. I fully agree. I think Garfield's got a lot more. I think Garfield's got a lot more popular since No Way Home.
Yeah.
And I think everyone's starting to go, actually, we didn't appreciate him enough as Spider-Man. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
You're number 3.
Oh, have I done my number 4?
Have you done number 4?
I don't think I have.
Oh,
so
no.
I'm doing number 4.
Yeah, number 4, yes. Number 4, and then you do number 3.
So, my number 4, obviously we've chatted about how much you love musicals. So let's chat about how much I do. I'm a big musicals fan as well. Now, I've gone on a different angle with this. And the angle I've gone is more modern day.
Oh, okay.
Now, there has been a while since we have had a decent movie musical. Greatest Showman, like you said, was great, but we had Cats. We had there was a lot that wasn't great in the world of movie musicals until my number 4, Wicked.
Wow, you put it that high.
I thought about it, and it sort of kept going up and down. And I was like, if you think about it, when they release movie musicals, there's always like stunt cast it. Like they always give parts to famous people who, yes, can do it, but aren't great. But the casting of Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande and Jonathan Bailey, it was perfect. Like, it was like they looked back and gone. Had looked back on movie musicals over the past few years and gone, they've not been great, so let's do it. Let's do it right.
Ariana Grande was just superb, and everyone thought she was gonna pop it, and she didn't. And her voice is so much better than I ever thought it was. Definitely,
and as you may guess, I probably went to watch it like loads of times. As for those that don't know, my lovely wife-to-be Grace is a massive Wicked fan.
Oh yeah.
So we went to watch it a lot of times, and I think that's where sort of the love for it has come as well, because I watched it a lot, and it's really good. Like, the second one was great, don't get me wrong, but I think the first one deserves a place on my list.
I agree. I think the second one was always going to be hard because it's basically Act 2, and Act 2 isn't as strong as Act 1. So it's always going to be difficult for that to be represented in a film. But yeah, I thought Wicked was... I remember watching it and being like, sounds really gross, but I was sweating because I was like, I'm just, wow. Just brilliant. Just
Yeah,
There for
like
every song, you just wanted to applaud. And Cynthia Erivo, I mean, her voice is just
honestly,
wow.
I think it was the second one we went to watch. I can't remember if it was the first or second one, but we had people behind us. Oh no, it was the second one. We had people behind us that we knew, and we turned around at the end and went, "Wow." I just think as a whole, it was such a good. Like, I can't wait to now watch it because I haven't still watched it back to back yet.
No,
Like,
neither have I.
wicked good. But I can't wait to because it will just help with the continuity a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, my number
Here we
3,
go. The bronze medal.
bronze medal, goes to a film that is in a franchise.
God.
Now, sometimes I always say that sequels are never as good as the original.
I know what you're going to say.
In my opinion, this is better than the first.
I know what you're going to say. And I've shouted it out.
What do you think?
I think you're going to go Shrek 2.
I am.
Yes!
Shrek 2 is so good. Shrek 2, honestly. And sometimes, like, you do get films that are better than the first, but Shrek 2 is, in my opinion, the best film in that franchise. The musicality of it, it basically, he turns around and goes, she doesn't love me because I don't look good enough. But to do that in such a way that's like, people are still engaged and finding it so funny. I'm like, that is a perfect, not proper perfect movie, but it has honestly such a great film.
Yeah, I
Shrek
agree.
2.
And like, you know when someone goes, you'll never make a song better than the original. Holding out for a hero. I'll need a hero, whatever it is. Holding out for a hero is, isn't it? I mean, Jennifer Saunders, wow. Like,
it's iconic.
It's so good. And like, and do you know what I love doing now? The older you get, it's working at actually how many adult jokes are in Shrek. That just over.
Right. Yeah. All I'm going to say, Pinocchio. That's one I never realised until.
Yes. So good. Yeah, I agree.
So good.
I love all the Shreks as well. I put Shrek 1 and 2 as a highlight for me. They were a shout out for me, but yeah, I agree.
Nice. What about your silver?
Well, I haven't done my bronze yet, so we're going to... Oh, it's all going...
It's all going off now.
So my bronze is... I've gone for one of my favourite films of all time. And this movie, I think, in my opinion, has the greatest actor of all time in it. And no one can ever challenge me on this. You can throw your Daniel Day-Lewis's at me. You can throw all these people at me. I ain't interested. The best actor in the world ever is Robin Williams. Without a doubt.
I agree. Great actor.
Best actor I've ever seen. Every single assignment, he got it. And no more than Mrs. Doubtfire.
That's in an honourable mention for me.
Come on!
Honourable mention.
Mrs. Doubtfire is amazing. Do you know what?
Such a good film.
Do you know what I think Mrs. Doubtfire does? It has the ability. I don't know why this won't make sense in my head, but I feel like it does. Mrs. Doubtfire is the movie equivalent of enjoying a nice cup of tea after a long hard day.
Yeah.
It just warms you up. It's actually, do you know what? For basically a comedy film, it's actually really emotional. And like
it is.
You follow it through, and it's this bloke that's dressing up as a nanny to see his kids, but it's done in a humorous way. Like, he does it so humorously, but you just go, actually, he's doing that to see his kids, and the emotion just goes, wow. Like, wow. And you know what I think it does as well? I think it really shouts out to the single dads out there that do everything for their kids, and respect for that. Respect for that. And it's, I mean, Robin Williams is just...
He's great.
I mean, when he died, it was one of the biggest... I think it was the biggest heartbreak of any... I think Alan Rickman's number one for me. But when Robin Williams died, it was like... I feel like a bit of magic's gone from the world. And like, even like when you think Tonight at the Museum, just amazing. Genie.
He's so good.
Beautiful.
Everything he does, just...
Yeah. 100%. So Mrs. Doubtfire sits in bronze for me. As we head into the top 2. Wait! Before we find out what 2 movies have made it to silver and gold in our best movies of all time, don't forget to, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below. One click for you means a whole lot for us. Enjoy the rest of the video. Well, so that was our top 7 so far. No, 8? 8.
8, yes. Yes, 8.
You mentioned that number 2 was one that I already had. So you said
Yes.
Endgame was your number 2.
Yes, Endgame was my number 2. Well, we've already spoken about it, so yeah, number 2, Endgame, great film, massive end to a massive period of Marvel. So I had to pop it at number 2 as one of my favourite films.
No, I agree, man. I think it's so good. Number 2, I think this might be your number 1.
Okay.
So, because I remember you saying something. Number 2, Avengers Infinity War.
No.
Is it not? Oh, okay, we're safe. We're safe. I just thought, when you watch back, Infinity War is so much better than Endgame. And it's because you have all the characters together, the battle scenes, the moments of Thor landing in Wakanda, the humour. It's the first time we see all of the characters together in the Guardians and things like that.
Yeah.
And it's just so good. And then at the ending, nothing will beat that ending. Like, no film has ever made me walk out of a cinema going like what?
Yeah.
What? And it's that thing. I hear people say this, like, when your kids get older and they watch like films back, and you go, I'm gonna make my kids wait that year.
Yeah. Yes.
So when they watch Infinity War and go, yeah, Dad, Endgame's on Disney Plus. Nope, you're waiting a whole year to find out what happens.
Waiting.
And they'll go,
you
what?
have to feel the pain.
And I'll take you off TikTok before you watch it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Infinity War is, for me, the best Marvel film I've ever seen.
Nice.
The emotion of it, the feeling. Yeah, easily number 2. Number 1! Come on!
We're
We
there.
made it!
We're there.
Toby, take the pleasure. What is your number? I think everyone knows what my number 1's going to be. So, you take the floor.
Really? So, we have referenced this character before. However, I have gone with Spider-Man No Way Home.
Oh, Toby. I've got it as a spoiler. A shout out.
So, I have gone for this one. I love Spider-Man as a character. It's such a good, set of films. When Tom Holland's series, franchise came out, I was on it. I was invested. I think Sony thought, we need to do this and we need to commit. And it was the first time that Sony and Marvel had worked together to produce Spider-Man. Previously, it had been Sony doing their own thing, but this time it was Sony and Marvel, and they just got it right. And with this film, with the nod to everything that has happened before,
so good,
and bringing it in with the MCU was just perfection. Like,
the trailer was elite, mate. The trailer was just so good on its own.
And afterwards, like, there was a lot of conversation of like, oh no, is it better than Endgame and stuff like. I think it was genuinely because there wasn't loads going on, but there was enough to engage fans.
Nothing will beat that whole thing of going again, like we said, the cinema experience of going to the cinema. I think we all knew that. I mean, spoiler unless you haven't seen it, but come on,
where have you been?
We all knew deep down in our brains going, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, they're obvious. If all their villains are there, they're obviously going to be in it. But there was always something in your head going, they might actually not make it. They might not be. They might not be in it.
But honestly, like, the whole thing of like when you saw the trailers and it was like Doc Ock, but actually he turns good, and Willem Dafoe's turmoil as the Green Guy, just the way they not only did they bring back previous characters, but they reinvented them the way that fans wanted them. Like, people weren't happy with Electro, so they brought brought Jamie Foxx back and did it a different way, and people loved it.
Stunning.
So good. But that is my number one, Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, for those that know you, David, I'm sure we don't need to ask, but for the purposes of those that are listening and don't know you, David, what is your number one?
It's my number one is, in my opinion, the greatest movie of all time, Jurassic Park.
What?
Yes! Come on.
What?
It's shock horror, isn't it?
It's a plot twist.
As a massive dinosaur fan myself, I just think it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's everything I ever when I grew up. The iconic moments of the T-Rex and the raptors, with the Brachiosaurus scene at the beginning, it's just amazing. And I could watch it every single time it's on. It's the easiest watch of any film I've ever watched.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. The soundtrack, that theme is just incredible. And
I can't listen to that theme without thinking of Nick Mohammed doing the oh no, what's that? I can't unsee it now.
It's Jurassic Park. It's a massive park. What could possibly go wrong? It's so good.
It's just iconic. Like that. Oh yeah. It is a great set of films, and to be fair, I even think the newer stuff, like the Jurassic World stuff they're doing. Obviously, it's nodding back. Some bits nod back to the original, but like sometimes nothing beats an original.
Oh mate, I'm fully on the train of the recent films aren't at the level of obviously what it is, and they've gone a bit too far down the creation route rather than just having dinosaurs. Like the most recent film, just make the Indominus Rex was different because it was like right, we're going to create a new dinosaur and like. But when you see like these mutants and things like that, I just want to see a Dilophosaurus. I'm not interested in a made-up dinosaur. I want to see the actual dinosaurs. So, but that's just me from a massive fan perspective. But yeah, it was no doubt that was going to be my gold medal number one movie, Jurassic Park. And that concludes our top 10.
Done it. Madness. We're there.
We did it. A few shout-outs, I think. In Between His movie will always sit high for me. The franchises of Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Transformers, all going to sit high up there. But an animation film that didn't make it, that I think deserves a little shout out before we go, Flushed Away.
Great film. I think we were
Tom
talking about
Jones!
Tom Jones! It's Mr. Jones! We were talking about that the other... And we were talking about Flushed Away and the diversity in just the random casting that was in that film, but it just worked. Like
so good.
I love.
So that's a few little shout outs for me, but yeah. But I think that was good. I enjoyed that. Nice little top 10. So you got to know us a bit more. Before we go, because I think this is going to be our longest podcast yet, but I think we're talking about movies. We were going to always go a bit nearer to the hour. But Toby, we're announcing something very exciting for the podcast.
We are. So if you haven't already seen on our social medias, as I posted something, we are going to be introducing something called Mates on the Move. Now, I'm going to give you I hadn't announced it, but I'm going to announce it now. What we are doing for our first Mates on the Move. So, drum roll please. Me and David are going to Crawley Town Football Club to watch my team, Swindon Town, take on Crawley Town. Now, I get it. For football, not everyone listening and watching is going to be a football fan. But don't tune in for the football, because we've said we're there to watch the football. Me and David are going to watch the football off camera and have fun that way, our way. Mm-hmm. For you guys, we want you to get involved on our day. So today I posted a little story about how you guys can get involved. So we're going to go for lunches, get drinks and things like that. And if there's anything you guys think, I'd like to see them, or I'd like to see this on their Mates on a Move, let us know. Or if there's anywhere you'd like us to go, give us the recommendations.
Yeah,
Because if this works, we will do it in the future. So Mates on a Move. We're not doing Ask a Mate this week because we are solely focusing on Mates on a Move. So that should be coming early next week. This podcast is going to be out
before we go, so we'll put another story up after this.
Yeah, so make sure, if you've made it through the almost hour of this podcast, good on you. Make sure you're following all those socials. Make sure we're subscribing and liking the YouTube. Make sure we are following the Spotify. We want to see that Spotify skyrocketing up. And then follow the Instagram and the Facebook. You know, get all your information from our social medias, because there is lots coming on this podcast that we are so excited about.
Yeah, it's going to be really elite.
And are we going to announce what's also coming up on the social media front, David?
We are starting TikTok. We're hitting TikTok.
I have no idea what this is all going to be. David's side's going to sort the TikTok.
I will put a little thing in if I get it made in time. We're going to go down with the kids and we're going to go to TikTok. So yeah, we're going to put little clips up. So follow us on everything. And like Toby said, one little click for you means a whole lot for this podcast. And the more we get, the more we can grow, which is very exciting. Because if you have already and watched our videos and followed us and liked everything, thank you so much. It really does mean everything to us. It's time for us to go. Toby, yeah. I will see you in person on Saturday. And once again, don't forget to subscribe down below and we'll see you on the next podcast. Take it easy, everyone.
Guys.
Goodbye. Bye.